They tried to block your blessings, didn't they? They lied, sabotaged, and doubted you. But chosen ones, none of it worked. Your biggest breakthrough is here, and they can't stop it. Welcome back, chosen ones. Today's message is for those who've been through the fire, faced opposition, and kept the faith. Your breakthrough isn't just near, it's here. And trust me, they see it too. Let's uncover the 5 unmistakable signs that your breakthrough is happening right now. Comment 77 if you're ready to claim what's already yours. And let's dive in. The first sign is, your inner light reveals others' insecurities. You've felt it before. The awkward silences, the sidelong glances, the way people seem to shift uncomfortably in your presence. It's not something you did or said. It's simply the light within you, the divine spark of your purpose, that shines too brightly for them to ignore. This light doesn't just illuminate your path. It casts shadows on the parts of others they'd rather keep hidden. Your presence, chosen ones, forces them to confront their own fears, inadequacies, and insecurities. This isn't about arrogance or superiority. It's about truth. John 1 verse 5 says it perfectly, "And the light shineth in darkness, and the darkness comprehended it not." Your light, born from your connection to God and your unwavering faith, disrupts the comfortable illusions they've built for themselves. It reveals the gap between who they are and who they want to be, between their outward personas and their hidden struggles. And for many, that's a confrontation they're not ready for. Think about the moments when someone's attitude toward you changed seemingly out of nowhere. Perhaps they started acting cold, distant, or even hostile. You might have wondered, what did I do wrong? But chosen ones, it was never about what you did, it was about what you are. Your light is a mirror, reflecting back to them the truths they've been avoiding. And while some will see your light as inspiration, others will see it as a threat. This dynamic can be confusing, even painful. You might feel isolated, wondering why some people who once seemed supportive now seem uncomfortable or critical. But take heart. This is a sign of your breakthrough. Your light is shining brighter than ever, and it's impossible for them to ignore. Their discomfort is proof that you're walking in alignment with your purpose, that your presence is shifting the atmosphere and challenging the status quo. Consider Jesus' ministry. Everywhere he went, his light revealed the true nature of those around him. The Pharisees, who prided themselves on their outward righteousness, were deeply unsettled by him. Not because of what he said, though his words were powerful, but because his presence alone exposed their hypocrisy and insecurities. They couldn't stand the way his light disrupted their carefully curated images. And yet, that same light drew the broken, the humble, and the seeking closer to him. Your journey as a chosen one mirrors this dynamic. Your light will both repel and attract, unsettle and inspire. Your inner light is also a testament to your resilience. It wasn't handed to you. It was forged in the fires of your struggles, refined by your faith, and strengthened by your perseverance. Every challenge you've faced, every tear you've cried, has added to the radiance you carry now. And that radiance isn't just for you. It's a beacon for others, a guide for those who are lost or struggling. Even those who are unsettled by your light are affected by it, whether they realize it or not. Your presence plants seeds of transformation, seeds that may take time to grow but will eventually bear fruit. But let's be honest, carrying this light isn't always easy. It can feel isolating, especially when others project their negativity onto you. They may accuse you of being too much or try to dim your light with their criticisms and doubts. In those moments, it's important to remember that their reactions are not a reflection of your worth but of their own struggles. Ephesians 5 verse 8 reminds us, "For ye were sometimes darkness, but now are ye light in the Lord. Walk as children of light." Your calling isn't to shrink or dim your light to make others comfortable. It's to walk boldly in it, knowing that it's part of your divine mission. Your light also serves as a filter, revealing who belongs in your life and who doesn't. Those who are ready to grow, to face their own truths, will be drawn to your authenticity and strength. They'll see your light not as a threat but as an invitation to step into their own. But those who aren't ready will distance themselves, unable to handle the reflection your presence creates. And that's okay. Your journey isn't about pleasing everyone. It's about fulfilling your purpose and staying aligned with God's plan. Have you ever had someone tell you, "You inspire me," even when you weren't trying to? Or felt the tension in a room shift when you walked in, as if your energy changed the atmosphere? These moments are reminders of the power you carry. Your light isn't just about you. It's about what God is doing through you. It's a living testament to His grace, His power, and His ability to transform pain into purpose. Chosen ones, your inner light is a gift, and it's one that cannot be ignored. If you've noticed how your presence reveals truths in others, if you've felt the weight of their reactions to your light, comment light below. Let their discomfort remind you of your calling, and let their reactions fuel your determination to keep shining. As we move to the next sign, we'll uncover how your resilience in the face of challenges is paving the way for your greatest breakthrough yet. The second sign is resilience in the face of challenges. They thought they had you figured out. They believed the lies, the jealousy, the sabotage would break you. At every turn, they underestimated your strength, your faith, and your unwavering connection to your purpose. The harder they pushed, the stronger you became. They didn't realize that every obstacle they placed in your path was only sharpening your determination and preparing you for a greater breakthrough. Resilience isn't just what you do, it's who you are. Romans 8 verse 28 speaks directly to this truth. And we know that all things work together for good to them that love God, to them who are the called according to His purpose. Every challenge, every setback, every betrayal, they all served a higher purpose. They weren't there to destroy you. They were there to refine you. And chosen ones, that's exactly what happened. The fire they meant to consume you only burned away what no longer served you, leaving behind the strength, wisdom, and clarity that now define you. Have you ever stopped to look back on the battles you faced? The times when you felt cornered, overwhelmed, or betrayed? At the time, it might have felt like the end, like there was no way out. But here you are, standing stronger than ever. Each trial became a stepping stone, lifting you higher and closer to your purpose. What they thought would break you became the very thing God used to elevate you. Your ability to rise above challenges isn't just a testament to your strength. It's a testament to God's faithfulness. Every time they doubted you, every time they tried to tear you down, God was there, turning their plans into your progress. What they meant for harm, He turned into good. Genesis 50 verse 20 captures this beautifully. But as for you, ye thought evil against me. But God meant it unto good, to bring to pass, as it is this day, to save much people alive. Your resilience isn't just about surviving. It's about thriving in the face of adversity, knowing that nothing can stop what God has ordained for you. But let's be honest, resilience isn't always glamorous. It means pushing forward when you're tired, staying hopeful when the odds seem impossible, and choosing faith over fear, even when doubt whispers in your ear. It's in the moments when no one is watching, when you're fighting battles that others can't see, that your resilience is truly forged. And chosen ones, those moments are what set you apart. They are the reason you can face challenges with a strength that leaves others in awe. Have you noticed how some people seem almost frustrated by your ability to keep going? They've watched you face obstacle after obstacle, and yet you never fold. They can't understand how you remain steady, how you keep rising no matter what they throw your way. It's because they're looking at the wrong source. They think your strength comes from within, but they don't see the God who's walking beside you, holding you up when you feel like you can't take another step. Isaiah 41 verse 10 reminds us, "Fear thou not, for I am with thee, be not dismayed, for I am thy God. I will strengthen thee, yea, I will help thee, yea, I will uphold thee with the right hand of my righteousness." Your resilience also serves a greater purpose. It's not just about overcoming your challenges. It's about inspiring others to overcome theirs. Every time you rise, you become a beacon of hope for those who are struggling. They see your strength and are reminded that they, too, can keep going. Your resilience becomes a ripple effect, touching lives in ways you may never fully realize. Chosen ones, your breakthrough isn't just for you. It's for everyone connected to your journey. Have you ever had someone say, "I don't know how you do it"? That's because they're witnessing something extraordinary. Your resilience isn't just natural, it's supernatural. It's the evidence of a life rooted in faith, guided by purpose, and strengthened by God's promises. And while they may never fully understand it, they can't help but respect it. Chosen ones, your ability to rise above challenges is proof that you are walking in alignment with God's plan. It's a sign that no weapon formed against you will prosper, that every setback is a setup for something greater. If you've come out stronger after every challenge they threw your way, comment "Rise" below. Let your resilience remind you of who you are and who God created you to be. As we move to the next sign, we'll explore how the wounds of your past have been transformed into healing power, equipping you to step fully into your purpose. We've seen how your light and resilience are paving the way for your breakthrough, but the next signs will show just how deeply your pain has been transformed into power. Stick with me, and if this message resonates so far, activate all notifications so you never miss these life-changing insights. The third sign is healing power from past wounds. Chosen ones, your journey hasn't been an easy one, has it? The betrayals, heartbreaks, and disappointments you've faced could have destroyed you, and for a time they may have felt like they would. Those moments of pain were real. They were heavy, raw, and overwhelming. But here's the truth. God didn't allow those wounds to destroy you. Instead, He used them to refine you, to strengthen you, and to prepare you for something greater. Your scars are not signs of defeat. They are proof of your resilience and transformation. Isaiah 61 verse 3 speaks to this beautiful exchange. To appoint unto them that mourn in Zion, to give unto them beauty for ashes, the oil of joy for mourning, the garment of praise for the spirit of heaviness. What was meant to crush you has instead been turned into the foundation of your greatest strength. God didn't just heal your wounds. He transformed them into wisdom, compassion, and purpose. And that transformation has given you a power that many will never understand. The ability to heal others. Think about it. How many times have people confided in you, sharing their own struggles because they sensed you'd understand? They don't see you as perfect or unblemished. They see you as someone who's been through the fire and come out purified. They're drawn to your authenticity, to the way you carry your scars with grace. Your pain didn't just shape you. It equipped you to offer comfort, guidance, and hope to those who are still in the midst of their battles. But let's not sugarcoat the process. It wasn't easy. When you were in the thick of it, the pain felt unbearable. Maybe you questioned why God allowed certain things to happen, why people you trusted betrayed you, or why doors you prayed for remained closed. Those nights of tears, those moments when you felt forgotten or abandoned, were some of the darkest times of your life. Yet even then, God was working. He was taking what the enemy meant for harm and turning it into something beautiful. Genesis 50 verse 20 reminds us of this truth. But as for you, ye thought evil against me, but God meant it unto good. Your journey of healing wasn't just about survival, it was about transformation. You didn't simply move past the pain. You grew through it. You allowed God to meet you in your brokenness. And in doing so, you discovered strength you didn't know you had. Every time you chose forgiveness over bitterness, hope over despair, and faith over fear, you were reclaiming your power. And now, that power radiates from you, touching the lives of everyone you encounter. There's a certain beauty in scars, isn't there? They tell a story not of defeat, but of victory. Each scar you carry is a reminder that you've faced battles and overcome them. It's a testament to the fact that the enemy couldn't break you, no matter how hard he tried. And now, those scars serve a purpose far greater than your own healing. They become a beacon of hope for others, proof that healing is possible and that pain can be transformed into purpose. Your ability to heal others doesn't come from pretending the pain never happened. It comes from owning your story, from embracing the journey that brought you here. You've learned to look back on your past not with shame, but with gratitude for the lessons it taught you. And because of that, you can meet others in their pain without judgment, offering them the same compassion and understanding that you received from God. Chosen ones, your healing power is one of your greatest gifts. It's not about fixing others or having all the answers. It's about being a vessel of God's love and grace. When you speak from your experience, when you share how God carried you through your darkest moments, you become a living testimony of His faithfulness. And that testimony has the power to break chains, to restore hope, and to ignite transformation in those who are struggling. But let's also acknowledge that healing is an ongoing journey. Even now, there may be wounds you're still working through, areas of your life where you're still seeking God's restoration. That's okay. Healing isn't about perfection, it's about progress. And with every step you take, you're moving closer to the fullness of who God created you to be. Your breakthrough, chosen ones, is proof that God has turned your pain into purpose. The very things that were meant to destroy you have become the foundation of your strength and your ability to uplift others. If your past wounds have become a source of wisdom and compassion, comment "healed" below. And as we move to the next sign, we'll explore the unshakable connection to divine guidance that has carried you through every challenge. The fourth sign is an unshakable connection to divine guidance. You've felt it, haven't you? That inner pull, that quiet but powerful voice that seems to whisper, "This is the way, walk in it." While others stumble through life aimlessly, searching for meaning or direction, you move with intention, guided by something greater than yourself. This isn't luck or coincidence. It's divine guidance. It's the unmistakable hand of God ordering your steps, even when the path ahead seems uncertain. Psalm 37 verse 23 captures this beautifully. The steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord, and he delighteth in his way. Your life isn't random. It's a tapestry being woven with purpose. Every decision, every challenge, every opportunity is part of a greater plan, one that only God fully understands. And while others may be distracted by the noise of the world, you've learned to tune into his voice, trusting that he will lead you exactly where you need to go. This connection to divine guidance isn't just a convenience. It's a lifeline. In moments of chaos, when everything around you feels uncertain, it's this guidance that keeps you grounded. While others panic, trying to control what's beyond their grasp, you remain steady because you know who holds the future. It's not that you never face doubt or fear. It's that your trust in God outweighs them. You've experienced his faithfulness time and time again, and that history gives you the confidence to keep moving forward, even when the road ahead is unclear. Have you ever had a moment when everything seemed to fall into place in ways you couldn't have orchestrated yourself? Maybe it was a door that opened just as another one closed, or a person who showed up in your life at exactly the right time. These aren't coincidences. They're signs of divine alignment. God is always at work, even in the details, weaving your story into something greater than you could imagine. And chosen ones, your ability to recognize these moments is a testament to your connection with him. But let's not pretend this connection has always been easy. There have been times when you've questioned, "God, where are you? Why does it feel like I'm walking alone?" Those moments of silence can be some of the hardest to endure. Yet even in those times, God was guiding you, teaching you to trust him in the stillness. Proverbs 3 verses 5 to 6 reminds us, "Trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths." Learning to rely on his guidance, even when it's not immediately clear, is one of the greatest acts of faith. Your connection to divine guidance also gives you the ability to discern truth, even in the midst of chaos. In a world filled with noise, deception, and distractions, you have a clarity that sets you apart. You can sense when something isn't right, even if you can't fully explain it. That inner knowing, that nudge from the Holy Spirit, has protected you from countless pitfalls. While others may be swayed by appearances or manipulated by lies, you remain steadfast because you're listening to a voice that never deceives. This discernment isn't just about avoiding harm. It's about staying aligned with your purpose. You've learned that not every opportunity is a blessing, and not every open door is meant for you to walk through. Your ability to pause, to seek God's wisdom before making a move, has saved you from unnecessary pain and redirected you toward greater blessings. It's not always the easiest path, but it's the one that leads to fulfillment, peace, and divine alignment. Have you noticed how this connection confuses some people? They can't understand how you make decisions with such confidence, how you seem to know things that others miss. They may even accuse you of being lucky or overly cautious, not realizing that your steps are being guided by something far greater than luck or logic. And while their opinions might sting at times, they don't shake you. You've learned to value God's approval over man's, knowing that His plan is the only one that truly matters. Your connection to divine guidance is also a source of strength for others. When people see your calmness in the face of uncertainty, your ability to persevere through challenges, they're inspired. They may not fully understand it, but they're drawn to the peace and assurance you carry. And in those moments, you have the opportunity to point them back to the source of that peace. Your life becomes a testimony, a living example of what it means to walk with God. But let's not forget that this connection is a relationship, one that requires time, intention, and trust. You've cultivated it through prayer, through quiet moments of reflection, and through the willingness to surrender your own plans in exchange for His. It's not always easy, especially when His guidance takes you in a direction you didn't expect. But chosen ones, every time you've trusted Him, He's proven that His way is better than anything you could have imagined. Your ability to stay aligned with your calling, no matter what's happening around you, is undeniable proof of your breakthrough. It's a sign that you are walking in step with God's plan, that His hand is on your life, guiding you towards something extraordinary. If you felt His leading, even in life's toughest moments, comment "guided" below. Let your journey be a reminder of His faithfulness and His ability to lead you exactly where you need to go. These signs are powerful, but the final one is what ties it all together. It's the ultimate reason your breakthrough is here, and it's the most undeniable proof of your divine calling. Stay with me. You'll want to hear this. The final sign is a mission to illuminate and uplift. Chosen ones, your breakthrough isn't just for you. It's for everyone connected to your purpose. Every victory you've experienced, every lesson you've learned, and every battle you've overcome has been part of something far greater than yourself. Your life isn't just about surviving challenges or achieving personal goals. It's about shining a light so that others can find their way. Matthew 5 verse 16 declares, "Let your light so shine before men, that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven." Your purpose isn't complete until your light reaches others, inspiring them to seek their own divine calling. Think about it. Your struggles, as painful as they were, have become a source of strength for those who are struggling now. The wounds you thought would break you have transformed into wisdom and compassion, equipping you to guide others out of their own darkness. Your light isn't just something you carry, it's something you give. It's the hope you offer to the weary, the encouragement you give to the doubting, and the love you extend to the broken. You've probably noticed how people are drawn to you, haven't you? They may come to you for advice, comfort, or simply to be in your presence. They sense something in you, a peace, a strength, a clarity, that they long for in their own lives. This isn't about you being perfect or having all the answers. It's about you being a vessel, allowing God's light to shine through you. Just as a lighthouse doesn't move to find the ships, your light naturally draws those who are searching, offering them a safe harbor and a path forward. But let's not ignore the challenges that come with this mission. Being a light in the darkness can feel overwhelming at times. You may feel the weight of others' expectations or the pressure to always be on. There may even be moments when you question whether you're strong enough for this calling. In those times, remember that the light you carry doesn't come from your own strength. It comes from God. John 8 verse 12 reminds us, "I am the light of the world. He that followeth me shall not walk in darkness, but shall have the light of life." Your role is not to be the source of the light, but to reflect it, trusting that God will provide everything you need to fulfill your mission. This calling to illuminate and uplift isn't about grand gestures or dramatic moments. Often, it's in the small, quiet acts of kindness and encouragement that your light shines the brightest. It's in the way you listen without judgment, the way you offer hope when others are ready to give up, and the way you show up authentically, even when it's hard. These seemingly simple actions have a ripple effect, touching lives in ways you may never fully understand. Consider the life of Jesus. His mission was to illuminate and uplift, to bring hope to a world shrouded in darkness. He didn't seek recognition or applause. He simply did the will of his Father, one act of love at a time. Whether he was healing the sick, feeding the hungry, or teaching his disciples, every moment of his life was about pointing people back to God. And just as his light transformed the lives of those he encountered, your light has the power to do the same. Your mission also has a way of challenging those around you. Light doesn't just illuminate, it also exposes. Your authenticity, your faith, and your commitment to your purpose naturally reveal areas where others may be falling short. This can make some people uncomfortable, leading them to criticize or distance themselves from you. But chosen ones, this is part of your calling. Your light isn't meant to make everyone comfortable. It's meant to guide those who are ready to step out of the darkness and into their own purpose. At the same time, your mission isn't just about what you do for others. It's about what it does for you. Every time you choose to share your light, to lift someone up, or to offer hope, you strengthen your own connection to God. You're reminded of why you were chosen, of the beauty and power of living a life aligned with His purpose. And in those moments, you experience a joy and fulfillment that nothing else in the world can provide. But let's be clear, this mission isn't easy. There will be times when you feel drained, when the darkness around you feels overwhelming. In those moments, it's crucial to return to the source of your light, to spend time in prayer, reflection, and God's Word. Philippians 4 verse 13 offers reassurance. I can do all things through Christ which strengtheneth me. You're not called to carry this mission alone. You're called to walk in partnership with the one who called you. Your victories, chosen ones, aren't just personal. They're part of a larger plan to inspire, guide, and uplift others. When you shine your light, you create space for others to step into their own. You remind them that no matter how dark things may seem, there's always hope, always a way forward. Your mission isn't just to survive. It's to thrive and to help others do the same. If you felt the weight and beauty of this calling, comment shine below. Let your journey be a testament to the power of living with purpose, and let your light continue to illuminate the path for others. But here's the question. How will you use this breakthrough? How will you let your light shine in a way that glorifies God and fulfills your divine mission? That's what we'll explore in the next video. Your breakthrough is just the beginning. Chosen ones, let me take you back to a time when I felt like everything in my life was crumbling. Relationships I thought were unshakable suddenly fell apart. Plans I had worked so hard to build unraveled before my eyes. Even my confidence, which had always been a source of strength, felt like it was slipping through my fingers. I remember asking God, why is this happening? Am I failing? The weight of it all was overwhelming, and it felt like I was standing on shaky ground with no clear way forward. But something incredible happened in the midst of that chaos. As I leaned into God through prayer, through His Word, and through moments of quiet surrender, He began to open my eyes. What I thought was destruction was actually construction. The chaos wasn't a sign of failure. It was a sign of preparation. God was stripping away what no longer served me, clearing out the distractions, and creating space for something greater. I began to see the challenges differently. Every heartbreak, every setback, every disappointment, they weren't there to break me. They were there to refine me. Like gold in the fire, I was being purified, my rough edges smoothed out, and my foundation strengthened. What I once saw as obstacles, I started to recognize as stepping stones, each one taking me closer to the breakthrough God had promised. It wasn't an easy process. There were moments of doubt, moments when I wanted to give up, moments when I wondered if I'd ever see the light at the end of the tunnel. But through it all, God was faithful. He reminded me that His plans for me were greater than anything I could imagine, even if I couldn't see them yet. Jeremiah 29 verse 11 became a lifeline. For I know the thoughts that I think toward you, saith the Lord, thoughts of peace, and not of evil, to give you an expected end. And now, looking back, I can see His hand in every detail. The relationships that ended were making room for connections that aligned with my purpose. The plans that failed were redirecting me toward something far greater. Even the moments of self-doubt were teaching me to rely on His strength, not my own. Everything I thought I was losing, God was replacing with something better, something eternal. Chosen ones, if you're in that place right now, where it feels like the ground is shifting beneath you, where the pressure feels unbearable, I want you to know this, it's not the end. It's the start of your breakthrough. That pressure you're feeling isn't there to crush you. It's there to propel you. Trust the process even when it doesn't make sense. Lean into God, because He's not just working around you, He's working within you. What's on the other side of this season is greater than anything you can imagine. It's not just about what you'll gain. It's about who you're becoming. Every challenge is shaping you. Every setback is redirecting you. And every painful moment is preparing you for the purpose you were created to fulfill. So keep going. Your breakthrough is closer than you think. Your biggest breakthrough is here, chosen ones. The signs are all around you, and nothing can stop what God has planned for your life. If this message spoke to your spirit, comment breakthrough, like, and share this video with someone who needs encouragement today. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications for more prophetic words. The best is yet to come. Your journey is just beginning,